There's a certain thrill in seeing something so mind-bending, it makes you question your own eyes. That's exactly the kind of experience we're aiming to deliver again and again in this video. What you're about to see is a hand-picked collection of strange wonders, unexplained places, and baffling objects that simply don't add up. The only thread tying them together is that they're all unbelievably fascinating. So buckle up as we take you on a journey through 15 of the most incredible and mysterious finds that really exist and yet remain a complete enigma. Let's start off with number 15, the lead codices. In 2011, flash floods in a remote Jordanian cave revealed something extraordinary. 70 tiny books, each made of lead and copper pages bound together by wire. The discovery ignited global debate, especially because some believe these texts might be linked to the life of Jesus Christ. Though that claim remains unproven, carbon dating confirms that at least one piece of leather inside the books originates from the time Jesus would have lived. Written in ancient Hebrew and encoded in ways scholars are still trying to decipher, the texts represent the oldest known Christian writings ever found, predating even the letters of St. Paul. One of the niches that hid the codices was marked with a menorah symbol, suggesting deliberate concealment. Many researchers are cautious about the claim that these are Jesus' personal diaries, but the possibility alone has kept interest alive. What isn't up for debate is their age, authenticity, and potential to shift the story of early Christianity. Some answers may come, but not all will. Number 14. The mysterious tracks of Phrygian Valley. In Turkey's Phrygian Valley, strange parallel grooves run deep into the rock, sometimes as much as 3 feet. They stretch across the landscape in straight lines and sweeping curves, as if carved by massive wheels. What makes them so puzzling is their supposed age. These rock formations are believed to predate the existence of carts, roads, and even humans. That's a problem. Nothing in recorded history explains who or what made them. While some suggest they could have been created thousands of years ago, erosion patterns and rock composition imply they could be millions of years old. The even spacing of the tracks suggests deliberate engineering rather than natural erosion. Mainstream archaeology attributes the earliest Anatolian roads to the Hittites, roughly 3,600 years ago, but these grooves seem much older. Theories range from lost civilizations to more speculative ideas, yet no convincing explanation exists. Whether ancient infrastructure or an unexplained anomaly, the Phrygian tracks are among the most confounding formations on the planet. What do you think about these tracks? Number 13. Nubian stone tablets. In the vast silence of Sudan's Sedenga necropolis, archaeologists uncovered something that still leaves them guessing. Stone tablets carved with mysterious symbols. Found in November 2017, these relics are now known as the Nubian stone tablets. They're written in Meroitic, one of the oldest written languages of Africa, believed to have originated in the ancient kingdoms of Napata and Meroe nearly 2,700 years ago. And yet, despite decades of research, Meroitic remains largely undeciphered. The tablets likely hold funeral texts or genealogical records of those buried beneath the sand, but no one can say for sure. Some characters share a visual resemblance to Egyptian hieroglyphs, but the grammar and syntax remain frustratingly elusive. The tablets were discovered among the ruins of more than 80 brick pyramids spread across 2.5 million square feet of what many call the City of the Dead. These stone-carved messages from a vanished civilization remain unread, whispering in a language that time has nearly erased. Number 12. Grave of XYZ. Well, this one is scary. In a quiet corner of Fountain Hill Cemetery in Deep River, Connecticut, there's a grave marked only with 3 letters XYZ. No name, no birth date, just those cryptic initials. According to local legend, the grave belongs to a bank robber who was gunned down in December 1899 during a failed heist at Deep River Savings Bank. The man's 3 accomplices supposedly buried him in secret, choosing an untraceable marker to shield his identity and protect his family from shame. For more than 3 decades after his death, a woman dressed in black reportedly visited the grave on the same day each year, always alone, always silent. No one ever confirmed who she was. While the robbery is a documented event and the fatal shooting by security guard Harry Tyler did happen, everything beyond that slips into folklore. Yet each December, locals still leave flowers and coins on the grave, half tribute, half curiosity. The story may be stitched with myth, but the grave is real and the mystery remains untouched. Number Undisi, Oregon geoglyph. In 1990, something massive revealed itself near Steens Mountain, Oregon, a precise geoglyph etched into the dry earth, shaped like an ancient Hindu meditation symbol called the Sri Yantra. This wasn't a rough attempt. The design spans a quarter mile and was carved with perfect symmetry, 10-inch wide grooves, each 3 inches deep, forming lines as if traced by machine. But no machine work has been proven. The first to spot it was Lieutenant Bill Miller of the Idaho Air National Guard during a flight exercise. Here's where things get weird. The area had been used by the military for years. No one had ever noticed it before. There was no ancient documentation and no earlier records. Some say it appeared overnight. Others believe it's a lost relic from a forgotten time. But carving something this precise without modern tools, it defies every explanation. No one on this earth has stepped forward to claim it, and no theory truly fits. The mystery hasn't aged, it just deepened. But they look strangely beautiful, aren't they? Number DC, Joggins, Fossil Cliffs. Joggins fossil cliffs aren't just scenic, they're a raw, weather-beaten window into Earth's distant past. Located in Nova Scotia, Canada, these cliffs contain fossils from over 300 million years ago. Among them lies the remains of Hylonomus lieli, the earliest known reptile which became Nova Scotia's official provincial fossil in 2002. These cliffs stretch along the Bay of Fundy and hold countless fossilized tree trunks and ancient creatures, proof that lush jungles and strange reptiles once roamed here. The shifting tides and crashing waves have slowly revealed fossils that once sat deep within rock, making Joggins a constantly evolving natural museum. Even Charles Darwin cited this site in On the Origin of Species. But exploring here isn't an easy ride. Some fossils are tucked into 75-foot cliffs, battered by 50-foot tides. It's one of the few places on Earth where geology, paleontology, and time collide so vividly. And what's buried today might be visible tomorrow, washed out by Mother Nature's relentless hands. Number 9. Terracotta Pipes. Kealadi in Tamil Nadu has kept archaeologists buzzing for years, and in 2019, it delivered yet another curveball, a baffling set of terracotta pipes stacked horizontally, one above the other. It's not the setup you'd expect from a 2600-year-old site, yet there they are, 10 pipes laid in such a precise arrangement, it's led some to suggest dual utility systems. One set seems like a proper sealed pipeline, perhaps used to carry sacred water. Each line ends with a lid-like perforated dish, likely a clever safeguard to stop creatures from crawling in. It's rare to find such engineering detail in relics this ancient. Kealadi continues to unearth surprises, daggers, tools, even evidence of complex planning. It's a dig site that keeps stretching the timeline of civilization in southern India. Experts believe this region will continue to reveal buried secrets for another decade or more, and with every layer removed, the puzzle only gets weird and more amazing. Number 8. Cogstones. Scattered across Southern California, particularly in the Santa Ana River Valley, archaeologists have uncovered a series of carved stone discs, now referred to as cogstones. Their shape resembles machine gears, though there's no sign they were ever part of any working device. Most date back between 5,000 and 8,000 years, and nearly all feature a perfectly shaped central hole, often square. Today, we'd need power tools to create that level of symmetry, but whoever made these did it with none of the modern conveniences. Their purpose remains completely unknown. They don't align with known ceremonial artifacts, and they're far too consistent in form to be dismissed as random creations. Some researchers have noticed visual similarities between these and a group of bronze gears found in Peru, but no direct connection has ever been proven. What's left are silent clues from a culture we can't name, holding on to a purpose we can't define. All we know for sure is that the craftsmanship was deliberate and advanced. Number 7. The Sanctuary of Truth. Towering over Pattaya's coastline is a structure that looks like it's been standing for centuries, but it hasn't. The Sanctuary of Truth, also called the Temple of Truth, began construction in 1981, fueled by philosophical defiance against materialism during the Cold War. Built entirely out of teak wood and still incomplete, the temple is a sprawling 10,000 square foot monument to timeless wisdom. But here's the twist. It's not just for show. Every carving, every spire, carries messages from ancient texts and traditional Thai, Hindu, and Buddhist philosophy. You won't find a single nail in the structure. It's all held together using interlocking wooden joints. Thousands of hand-carved figures cover the entire surface, each one telling a story or capturing a truth from ancient teachings. Though it's technically modern, its soul belongs to a different era, built not for worship alone, but for reflection. It's still under construction, and always might be. Some people say that's the point. Truth, like the temple, is never really finished. Number 6. Carrowmore. In Sligo, Ireland, the megalithic complex of Carrowmore stands as one of the oldest and most curious sites in all of Europe. While at first glance it resembles a cluster of ancient burial tombs, further examination reveals a far more complicated story. Some tombs do date back over 5,000 years, but other features hint at ceremonial or possibly performative use. A central mound is surrounded by a circular trench, almost like an ancient amphitheater. It's positioned in such a way that onlookers could stand below and watch something unfold on the raised platform. Large amounts of charcoal found in the soil suggest fire rituals or perhaps community gatherings around flames. What's most baffling is how few clues there are about its builders or their intentions. Unlike other sites, Carrowmore doesn't easily fit into a single cultural or religious tradition. Whether it served as a resting place, a stage, or something in between, its layout challenges everything we think we know about prehistoric ritual spaces. Number 5. Derinkuyu. In the 1960s, a man renovating his home in the Nevşehir province of Turkey unknowingly punched through a wall that led to one of history's deepest secrets, an entire underground city. Known as Derinkuyu, this ancient settlement descends over 250 feet and spans 18 levels deep into the earth. It's believed to have been carved by the Phrygians around 3,000 years ago, later expanded and used by early Christians to hide from Roman persecution. Inside, there are living quarters, schools, stables, wells, even chapels, all ventilated through vertical shafts. Giant circular stones were used to seal the tunnels from invaders. The sheer scale of it is staggering, especially considering it was carved by hand into volcanic rock. While other underground sites exist in the Cappadocia region, none compare to the size and complexity of Derinkuyu. Though long forgotten, it was rediscovered and sealed off multiple times throughout history. No one knows on this earth who first carved it, but whoever did left behind a city that outlasted empires. Number 4. The Patara Pipes. For years, historians believed the ancient Patara pipe system was a Roman invention. After all, the pipes passed through several known Roman outposts, and it seemed reasonable to assume they were part of Rome's infrastructure. But deeper research has flipped that theory upside down. Archaeologists now believe the pipes existed long before Roman builders arrived. One key clue is the complete lack of documentation in Roman records. Given how meticulous Roman officials were about recording public works, right down to minor road construction, it's odd that something as extensive as these pipes wouldn't be mentioned. A Roman pillar found in Patara in 1993 even lists the empire's achievements in the area, but the pipes are noticeably absent. What's more, their construction doesn't resemble typical Roman methods. That leaves a bigger mystery: who actually built them? Whoever they were, they created a functioning water system that the Romans later built around. The pipes remain one of the region's most puzzling pieces of lost engineering. Number 3. The Stone Prison of Hakkira. Hidden high in the Peruvian highlands, the stone structures in the village of Hakkira have drawn whispers and wonder from those who stumble across them. Many believe it once served as a prison used by Spanish colonizers to detain and control Inca populations during their conquest. Others argue it's far older. Its chambers, passageways, and heavy stone doors appear too refined for makeshift colonial use. The craftsmanship points to builders with advanced stone-shaping techniques, ones not commonly credited to the Spanish, especially in such remote terrain. The idea that Inca laborers could have built such detailed architecture under duress is often repeated, but the design and finish suggest planning, not coercion. Some historians now lean toward the theory that the Spanish simply repurposed an existing structure, one that predates their arrival. Its original purpose remains unclear. Whether it is a fortress, a ceremonial complex, or something else entirely, it offers a glimpse into a level of pre-Columbian engineering that doesn't fit neatly into accepted timelines. Number 2. Al-Nasla Rock. In Saudi Arabia's Taima Oasis stands the Al-Nasla Rock, a massive boulder perfectly split in two. The division between the halves is so clean, it looks like a laser cut straight through it, except it happened thousands of years before lasers existed. The surface of the rock is covered with ancient petroglyphs depicting animals, including camels and horses, dating back around 4,000 years. That places the cut and the art in the Bronze Age. The rock sits neatly on small pedestals, and despite erosion and time, the split remains razor straight. Some geologists believe the fracture was caused by natural weathering along a fault line, but that explanation feels unsatisfying to many observers who point to the near-perfect symmetry of the divide. There's no record of tools or techniques from that era that could have produced a cut this exact. Whether it's a rare geological phenomenon or evidence of a technique we've long forgotten, the Al-Nasla Rock remains one of the desert's most surreal sights. Number 1. The Cheapside Hoard. In 1912, workers digging beneath a shop in London's Cheapside district stumbled across a buried stash that would become one of the city's most remarkable archaeological finds. The Cheapside Hoard, as it's now known, contained more than 500 pieces of jewelry dating back to the Elizabethan and early Stuart periods. Experts believe the treasure was hidden just before the Great Fire of London in 1666, possibly by a jeweler trying to protect their stock. Among the collection is the legendary emerald dial, a functioning watch carved entirely into a solid emerald. No similar artifact has been found anywhere else in the world. Its craftsmanship is so advanced that it likely belonged to royalty or someone in their circle. To this day, the original owner of the hoard remains unidentified. Whether it was a forgotten inheritance, a secret collection, or something else entirely, the treasure stayed hidden for over 250 years. When it finally resurfaced, it gave London a dazzling glimpse into its gilded past. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon.